Philip?
Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems. So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
I'm not sure.
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
She may never agree to marry me because of this. She believes I'm favoring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice, and the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
He wouldn't work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
He could?
I have no choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course. Let us talk to Jack, then.
Yes.
Tom? Wait for me.
Philip? Something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want to fight the priory's debt. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember. He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see this.
Milius, we have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Why? For once, all is well.
I haven't seen my brother Francis in a long time. I'm afraid. For him. For all of us. But it's not just that.
No?
I think I've lost my faith.
You?
Let us talk later, like we used to.
Yes, of course. We will.
Are you not coming, Remigius?
I have pressing matters to attend to, my prior.
All right.
And what kind of surprise is it?
Well, I think you'll be amazed, both of you.
Ooh, now I'm curious. When can we see it?
It should be done this afternoon. Come on, Jonathan. Let's have a look at the bear.
Yes, please.
Have fun, boys. Any idea what he's up to?
I have no idea.
Father, Jack took tools from the site. I don't know what he did with them, but I know he took them.
Well, you two won't get a chance to quarrel in the future. Philip will see to that. But Jack is not the only one to blame in this. Of course! Martha, have you seen Jack?
He went with Jonathan to see the bear fight.
With Jonathan? That's dangerous. What is he thinking? Oh.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Oh, by the way, I've heard from Richard.
Is he all right?
The message didn't say, but I assume he's fine.
Why's that?
He says he needs me to buy him a new horse.
Look at him go!
Are you sure you want to see this?
Of course. What a show.
Why did the bear and dog fight?
It's in their nature. The beast that is more clever and stronger wins.
No. For them, there is no winning.
Jonathan, come here. You shouldn't have brought him here. It's dangerous.
I'm always doing something wrong no matter what I do. If Alfred had brought him here, I bet there wouldn't have been a problem.
There would have.
Maybe it's better if you and Jonathan go.
Come on.
Jack.
What?
I know how you feel.
Oh, really?
The world is unjust. We are like these poor animals, forced to tear at each other's flesh. It is a game that they force us to play.
Who? Tom?
No. The kings and empresses, even the bishop, Tom, and all of us are made to live in an unjust world in which we are forced to make unjust decisions again and again. And we don't even know we are playing their game. You have every right to be angry. But there is a way to remove yourself from that cage. Perhaps not for the sake of God, but for the sake of man.
What do you mean?
I want you to become a monk.
Wait! Don't go wandering off on your own. No. I need to look after Jonathan.
Yes, yes, come here.
Have you two seen my son?
Ellen. He went over to see the bear fight.
Aliena? I have come to...
To what?
What's wrong with your brother?
I've no idea.
Aliena, I have come to ask for your hand. In marriage.
Are you mad, Alfred Builder?
What?
Why would you think that I...
Did you hear that?
What was that?
That is a deal.
Oh, now. I'm here. Should have looked out for you. You wanted to go all the way up there? Like Alfred and Jack do? Come on. We'll go together. You and me.
So, this is it then?
Who's that man?
I am the Earl of Shiring, boy.
Stay with me, Jonathan.
Now, while my men inspect your market, tell me, where is your saint?
The crypt.
Speak up!
Tom!
The crypt!
Oh, you are Tom Builder. Two birds with one stone.
Jonathan! am sorry, my love. I am so sorry.
All is well, my husband. Rest now. Rest.
This is the end.
They were burning by God. They were on fire.
Where are the others? They're going to kill them!
Aliena! Milius locked the door.
From the outside? Is he still out there? No. Our Father, who art in heaven.
Arrows! They're shooting arrows into the cloister!
Hallowed be thy name.
Everyone stay away from the windows!
Thy kingdom come.
Come, we must help the wounded outside.
Thy will be done. On earth
No,
as it is in
no,
heaven.
I can't go out there.
Give
We
us this
must!
day our daily bread.
You didn't see what I saw.
And forgive
By
us our
God, you
debts.
didn't see it. The Lord is my
We have
shepherd.
forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation.
Don't go out there.
But
May
deliver us from
God
evil.
have mercy on us.
Brother Andrew, I implore you!
Amen.
Others are still outside!
Pray for them. It's all we can do.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
We shouldn't have
Thy
come
will
here.
be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
It was the Earl! I saw
Forgive us
him!
our debts.
It's all right.
Why did this happen?
we have
What
forgiven
did you
our
do?
What?
And lead us not
The
into
Earl
temptation.
wouldn't do this without a reason.
But deliver us from
So
evil.
what did you do?
Amen.
Damn it!
She was on fire.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
What did we do wrong?
Nothing.
Then why is the Lord punishing us? We are doomed.
Stay here. You will be safe.
Come on.
Ever since that lightning struck, Kingsbridge has been cursed.
We are doomed.
Ever since I've come here, Kingsbridge has been doomed.
Hallowed be thy name.
We are on our own.
Thy kingdom come.
Milius locked it.
Milius! I think I can hear him out there.
Return our saint, or you will go to hell.
No. You go.
No!
Thy will be done. God.
William
As it is in
Hamley.
heaven.
Ah! Aliena is still out there.
So is Jonathan.
And forgive us our debts,
Damn it!
as we have forgiven our debtors.
I feel sick.
And
Have
lead
you
us
seen
not
Jonathan?
into temptation. But
He was with
deliver us
Tom.
from evil.
Out there.
This isn't happening.
Amen.
Aliena!
Our Father, who art
Oh
in
no!
heaven,
We're safe in
hallowed
here.
be thy name.
The gate is locked as well.
Thy kingdom come.
Aliena is this way.
Quiet.
So are the attackers.
Thy will be done.
If we go
On
this
earth
way,
as
they
it
might
is
not
in
see
heaven.
us.
You're right.
And pray.
But it's locked.
And forgive us our debts, as we have forgiven our debtors.
Jack!
And lead us not into temptation.
Jack? Jack!
No!
Mary, please. We must leave him here.
No! I have to help him! Peter! We cannot leave her here.
Words from the scripture will calm her.
Look at her, husband. Look at her. Your words won't do any good.
I won't allow you to poison her, woman.
This herb will help her. It works.
I will not let you use your devil's work on her.
I have herbs for her.
Don't listen to this woman, Philip.
What's going on here?
Look at that poor woman. Her husband has died in her arms. Your sub-prior refuses to let me help her.
Her herbage is the devil's work.
We must get her away from here. William and his men will ride this way, I know it.
You're right. We must make haste.
Philip, I told you this woman is a witch.
You're a fool. This is henbane.
Henbane?
The devil's eye. So you admit that you are trying to poison this woman.
Oh, does the evil eye of the flower intimidate you, you old goat?
Calm down, all of you.
Prior Philip, take this. It will calm her nerves if she chews on it. For once, do the right thing.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? Ugh, you have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Are you sure this won't harm her?
Yes, I am.
No!
We grow herbs too, Remigius.
Go ahead. I'm holding her. It's working.
I told you. Maybe I was wrong about you, Philip.
How could you do that?
Oh, piss on you.
They're coming.
We need to move now.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here with him.
Hugh's right. They might be close by.
We should make haste. We got what we came for.
Not yet.
Walter, why do I get the feeling you're upset?
We didn't have to do this. We came for the Saint.
They deserved it. Like this ugly bastard.
Kingsbridge defied us for the last time. That monk, the bitch, and the bastard she's fucking.
Come on, move! After him!
But William said...
I said move!
My little cub, are you all right?
Did you see Aliena?
She was in the market. I heard William calling out her name.
Jack, come. We must find her and Jonathan. Dear God. Oh. No. Aliena. Aliena! Jonathan!
He took everything from me again.
Aliena! No matter what you do, no matter where you go, I will find you. Every time you think you are safe, every time you play house, I will find you. And I will crush you. Now, kill them all, and make her watch.
Aliena, are you all right?
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Can't you hear me?
Jack! It's all gone. I can't support Richard like this. What am I going to do now?
Tom. Oh, God. No.
We must ask the bishop for help.
The bishop? Are you mad? I heard he is behind this. Shh.
How? How can we go on living in Kingsbridge now?
Will the cathedral still be built?
Not without the market.
It must be, or there'll be no work for us.
Please. Our prior will answer all of your questions.
Huh. Philip, they are waiting for you.
Yes.
Can we stay in Kingsbridge? Or must we move on?
Too many people have died. Many were injured. Among the dead is Tom Builder. No! He died protecting our little Jonathan. For which I will be eternally grateful.
Tom Builder is dead.
What will happen to our cathedral now?
2 of our brothers have perished. Brother Arnaldus. And Brother Milius. He rests by Cuthbert's side now. And 8 more lives were taken.
Will the Earl of Shireen be judged for what he did?
He must be!
Yes, he must.
What about the saint?
Where is the saint?
Adolphus will protect us.
It would be better if you answer their questions.
Please tell us what to do.
Brother Andrew is overseeing the repairs. And we will be able to continue the construction of our cathedral. Tom Builder's son, Alfred, will take over the position of Master Builder. Though it will take longer. for we will not hold a market again. And I am happy to welcome a new novice. Most of us are familiar with him, so I'm sure we all can share the sentiment that he will be very welcome in our priory. Jack. As was Tom's wish.
Why were we attacked?
Was that really the Earl of Shiring?
And the Saint?
Yes! Yes, what about the Saint?
He will answer your questions. All of them.
Is he not well?
He looks pale.
The rumors you have heard are true. The remains of Saint Adolphus were stolen from this crypt.
Oh, we are doomed.
The Saint's
Who
gone.
took him?
Was it the Earl of Shiring?
Why would he do that?
Milius died to protect the Saint. I saw it.
Please tell us.
Tell us what will happen with
attack.
us. With Kingsbridge.
Shall I continue for you, my prior?
No. This attack was a great tragedy. I cannot think of why anyone would do that to us. It is impossible to grasp how these men could just...
You went against the Earl of Shiring!
He said you defied him!
Philip was in the right. We had a market license.
Our prior was in the right, but we all knew what kind of man William Hamley is. Defiance will only lead to more grief.
I agree.
You should have been more careful.
We must never again hold a market.
No. No, we must not.
The Earl stole the Saint because of Philip.
But it's not his fault, is it?
They all had to die for the market.
Why is he not answering?
Please answer.
Why is he not saying anything?
How will we go on?
Why is God doing this to us?
Answer them?
No. I cannot give you confidence. The stories of how God tested the faith of his followers. I see now how true they are. I think you do as well. I am asking myself, where is God? Why did he not prevent all this? I do not know. I have no answer.
One day, God said to Satan, "Look at my man Job. There's a good man if ever I saw one." So Satan said, "You've given him everything. That's why he's a good man." But God said, even if he were to lose everything he has, his faith in me would not falter, and I will prove it to you.
You will burn in hell for this.
What? I defeated your greatest enemy. It was a holy mission.
It's not up to you to decide that. Even your father would not have been that foolish.
I am not my father.
They saw you. They know that the Earl of Shiring is a murderer. What if my allies in Kingsbridge were hurt? What then?
Absolve my sins.
Only if you announce your loyalty to King Stephen.
No! Stephen lost. He is weak.
Bishop Henry will not approve of me giving absolution to a supporter of Empress Maud. Are you a man of the church or not?
I am.
Then do as you are told, and never defy me again. Is that understood?
Yes, my bishop.
Oh.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last. I need to tell Jack now, or I'll never tell him. Oh no, they No. Jack! Oh. What is he doing in there? Jack! Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
It's fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel.
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
William Hamley.
We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do. I'm getting married to support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
This is not about what I want. William Hamley did not kill all those people because the bishop told him to. Or because of Philip. He did it because of me. I need money to support Richard, not just any husband.
Any husband?
Jack, this is not just about you and me anymore.
It used to be.
Because I was irresponsible. I am the daughter of the Earl of Shiring.
No, you are not. You were once.
What do you want me to do? Run away and live in a forest? Just you and me?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Do you think I want this? Did you not see what happened here in Kingsbridge?
You know I did.
But you hid for days while we buried the dead. What for? To build a machine we can't use? Just doing what you feel like is not the most responsible choice.
Who do I owe being responsible?
We owe Kingsbridge, Jack. And I owe my family and my people.
And what about me?
You became a bloody monk.
It's the only way they would let me stay.
I know, I know. I am sorry, Jack. If you love me, let me fight the only way I can.
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
It's not important.
Please. Don't you think I deserve to know?
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
Dear Francis, I long for the day you can read all the letters I've written. Once, you asked me if I often think of our parents. I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the killing continued every single day. I have come to believe that if God existed, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. And among them is Milius. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man. But then, where is God? Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Waleran. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Waleran, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here. Where are you, Francis?
Put that away!
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack! Oh! Jack!
Jack! No! This is not what we do!
Get off me, you freak!
No!
Oh.
Jack!
Take him away. Lock him up.
It's all useless. No. It's all useless. No.
Jack.
Mother?
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that?
It'd be too small to escape through anyway. This could be it. Ah, the cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. This one looks easy to pry out, but not with bare. The bowl would crack. With that hole, I could lift the slab out. She was right.
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief, but he was not. They hanged him, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the Priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me. You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherberg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them, ever, find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Wayleran disrespects you.
After all I've done for him.
Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Waleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Waleran to order you around?
I shouldn't weave with the door open. The draft will... Whew, it's getting cold. Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this. But... have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
No, I haven't seen him. Does anyone know why he left?
Well, yes. And I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
Well, find him then.
My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to Shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
They still haven't found him? How long has it been?
I haven't been counting.
Well, I think he's gone for good. Never made it easy for anyone, that bastard. Then he runs off. Woody and his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving. We've been married for what? A week?
5 days.
That's almost a week. Yet, we still haven't... you know...
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
He won't come back, you know. You're my wife now. sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
It's only a keepsake now.
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
That would be very kind.
I want to suggest it to the Prior tomorrow. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you. To do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
You're right. I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really. So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they'd know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
I think it's not a bad idea. We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What? It was my father's dream to build that thing. We must finish it.
If Alfred loses his work, we won't be able to fund our battle against William Hamley anymore.
What if we build faster? Make a new plan that will cost less? You always said a finished cathedral could draw people from far and wide, didn't you? People and their coin, right?
Is that an option?
It is. I've seen it done before. I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He really cares about Kingsbridge.
I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for?
Actually, I did. It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I find it hard to sit down and be patient these days.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
It will sport a fox.
Oh, foxes are smart. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat?
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can. I don't know what to do anymore. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath. I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley. Only money and influence. With Alfred as a husband, I can fulfill my father's last wish. And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the nights to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work. And I try to be a good wife. I did what I had to do when I married him. But what I didn't know back then was that I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
I made my choice, and I will make it work.
At least you have the backbone to stand up for what you did. We cannot change the past, after all. None of us can. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand? It's finished. I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why a fox?
A fox is stealthy and cunning. We can't always be straightforward and noble if we want to survive in this wilderness.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a fox.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
How is your standing with the king?
It's getting better and better. The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
What kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Deer?
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met him. I think it was the only one he ever caught.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right. He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
It was the stone roof. He started building a stone roof. If Papa had still been alive, he would have stopped him.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I pray so will you, for doing this to me. I can't stay. Not without work, and not like this.
Shh. Shh. There's no need to cry, There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
We will build a cathedral, right here, towering high above Shiring. But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.